the journals as a class. Does somebody got something to say? I think somebody took their mic off mute. I can't see them.
Miss Corey, could you make that bigger?
Just as big as it's going to get because it's a PowerPoint. Yeah, I can't zoom up on the PowerPoint or it's going to change the slide. You can always look at the PowerPoint on Google Classroom because I posted it there too. But I don't think you'll be able to zoom in on that either. So this is how we're going to review journals as a class. So you want to provide constructive criticism. That means if you say something, you need to tell a person, if you say they can improve on this, try to explain why. I know that y'all not the teacher and y'all not going to sometimes have the language to really express what they did wrong or what they can work on. But you don't want to leave a person high and dry. You don't want to say oh, they need to improve. And don't say what they need to improve on or how they could improve. Also, it's the one-to-one rule. So if you say one weakness, you have to say a strength, right? So it'll sound something like, okay, well, Corey needs to work on her claim, but she did do a good job at her so what? Something like that. You can't just bash a person because writing is kind of sensitive, and when it's your turn, you're going to want that same respect. Also, using kind words, okay? This may sound childish, but that's very important because, again, you don't want to just call somebody writing bad, wrong, something like that, just because that can be a little hurtful and, it can kind of crush somebody's confidence. So instead, you can say stuff like, okay, well, if you don't understand, that was confusing or it was unclear and things like that. Only thing you won't be able to do is ask what the person meant by it, because all the journals are anonymous. However, if the person who wrote the journal wants to claim their journal and say, oh, okay, this is my journal, this is what I meant, they can do that, but I will never put nobody out there. So it's just up to us to try to interpret it and provide that feedback. And also, it's important to participate because when it's your turn, you don't want everybody on a call being quiet because you're going to want some feedback just like everybody else do. So that's pretty much it. How we review Okay, Ms. Barb. Hey, Ms. Barb. Do y'all got any questions on that?
No.
If you can leave it up for a minute, I'm trying to write it down. If you can, please.
Oh, this gonna be on Google Classroom, so you don't gotta write this down. This not no rules or nothing, but this not any content. But when we get to grammar, I am gonna leave it up for a little second to write down. But this is the same PowerPoint that I uploaded yesterday. So if you go on that PowerPoint, you can take as much time as you need to write stuff down. But for the sake of time, I have to move on. But again, it is on Google Classroom, the other way.
Okay, go ahead, but you're done.
All right. So this is a very important note before we start the journal. So I will not start correcting grammar mistakes on journals until we go over what mistake you made. Okay. So, for example, if you got something incorrect like subject-verb agreement, and we didn't talk about subject-verb agreement, I'm not just going to correct it on your paper because that's not helpful. What's the point of me putting a lot of red marks or correcting the stuff if you don't know why you got it wrong or what it should be? Because I'm pretty sure if you did know how to do it, you would have done it in the first place. So just for that, I would not correct grammar mistakes because it's almost purposeless. But if we get to it, you will start seeing the corrections on your paper, and that's another time to use that one-on-one if you need, right? So if you want to come one-on-one to say, okay, can you help me with this? Can we look over it a little bit more? You can feel free to do that. All right, so now we ready for the first journal. At the top corner, this is what we are looking for when we're reviewing. This is what we're going to be commenting on, okay? So The claim is what? Can somebody explain what a claim is? A thesis is also known as that. So either one. So what is it?
Is the claim is the spread of the virus?
No, not necessarily for this. Just in general, what is the claim? What is a
social distance?
No, not for this journal. Just in general, what is the claim? What is the definition of a claim in writing?
The hook?
Nope, not necessarily the hook.
The meaning of what we're talking about?
Close, right? So your
What
position.
you believe in, what you think.
What you arguing, what you believe in, what's your position, okay? So your claim is your position. That's that big statement saying this is what I think or this is how it should be, blah, 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 blah. So that is the claim, right? The position. So that's the should or the should not, the is or the is not, depending on the prompt. So yes, social distancing will help to slow the spread of COVID-19 is the claim. So, okay, for the so what, we looking for the so what too. And again, I'm in this top corner. These are things that I want us to comment on when we're giving feedback on the journal prompt. So what is the so what again? Can somebody remind me?
So why should I care?
Exactly. Why should anybody care? How does this affect the larger world? What's the bigger picture? Okay, or the so why, like what Miss Tiffany said. And then are they explaining their thoughts? If you read in any part of the journal and you're like, oh, wait, I don't understand what you mean by that. Or why did you say that? That's what you comment on. Like, wait, when a person said this, I feel like they should have explained it better, right? So, and then fourthly, is the side clear, right? Are you going to read this and you clearly know their belief? You clearly know that they believe social distancing will help, or you clearly know that they believe social distancing will not help. But if you reading this and it's hard for you to tell that means they need to improve on the way that they explain their argument. And then lastly, are they staying on topic, right? Did they go off to the far deep end and start talking about something else, or did everything that they say still relate back to that claim? So, do y'all have any questions on that? Did I explain that too fast? Do y'all want me to go over anything else? Because I want y'all to know what we are looking for before we start talking about the journals.
When you're saying, so we gotta put all this in the one, basically, paragraph, right? When it comes down to it?
Yeah, but if you see, most of the stuff is going to be in there anyway, so the claim is already there, but so what is there, and then you explaining your thoughts, you're doing that anyway. And then having a clear side, you're going to do that anyway, and then staying on topic. So these are like little checklists that we're looking for when we're saying, like, okay, this is what they need to work on, or this is what was really strong. So these are just checklists, and these are checklists that you can use for your own writing. So if you want to look at these before you start writing or before you start submitting your essay, to say, wait, let me make sure I got all of these things. Look for these 5 things. And this is going to be on every slide that we do. So you don't have to feel like you got to rush to write it down, because it's going to be on the next 2 journals that we're doing.
Miss Corey, are you gonna say whose journal it is that you're reading?
No, I tell you that I will not say that. I will not say which journal it is unless the person wants to say it's their journal. But I don't think, it ain't my place to say this is Corey journal. No, that's not my place. But if that person wants to say it's their journal, then they can. But I will not say that. Any questions?
You may proceed.
All right. Okay, so I'm going to read read this. I'm going to try to read it slowly. Well, I am going to read it slowly. I'm not going to try. And then I want people to participate and comment on those 5 things, okay? So, this person said, social distance will help to slow the spread of COVID-19. Many have died due to this virus. If we follow the rules from the doctor and scientists, then we will be able to go back to regular living. COVID-19 do not discriminate against no one, so we all have to be cautious and aware of our surroundings. If we all continue to follow the guidelines of washing our hands and practicing social distancing, we will defeat COVID-19. I like that. So what do y'all think about that? The claim, the so what? Did they explain their thoughts? Was they side clear? Did they stay on topic? What y'all think?
I think they were right on point with everything.
Yeah, that's a good one.
It is, right? So do you clearly see the claim?
Yes.
And it's the first sentence right out through the door. No mistaking it, right? So it's no mistaking to see, oh, well, they believe this, right? Also, what was the so what in here? What is the so what? So why should we care?
Many people have died due to this virus.
Exactly, right? And then it's another one, too, in there.
It do not discriminate.
Exactly. Exactly, right? So those 2 points make people be like, oh, dang, hold on, this is for real. Like, we need to care about this thing because if many people are dying and it don't discriminate, that means, shit, I could die too. So I need to make sure that I'm on point with this. So good. Is it clear that what side they were on, or do you think that was like wishy-washy?
Yeah, it's clear.
Yeah, they were on the right side.
Yeah, right? So, and then staying on topic. Do you think they stayed on topic?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So, now I'm gonna give y'all my feedback. The claim was very strong. The so what was very strong. So explaining the thoughts, that is what needs improvement, but that is always the case in writing because when we write things, we just be like, oh, well, they know what I mean, right? So in this third sentence right here, it says, if we follow the rules from the doctor and scientists, then we'll be able to go back to regular living. Well, I can say, well, what does that mean? What did the doctors and the scientists say, right? So when you're doing stuff like that, you want to make sure, like, I will add, so if we follow the rules from the doctors and scientists, like, and I will put this part up there, right? So if we follow the rules from the doctors and scientists, like washing our hands and practicing social distancing, we will defeat COVID-19. So you can put this whole part right here, right after you talking about the scientists and the doctors, because that's what they said to do, right? So when you saying something or you naming something, it is very important to explain what do you mean. Because if I can go in and say, well, what are the doctors and scientists talking about? And it doesn't answer that, that means you may need to explain just a little bit more. But other than that, this was like really strong. This was really straight to the point. I love the part when it says that it does not discriminate. So we all have to be cautious because it's not leaving anybody out, right? So it's like, so what real like heavy because it's saying anybody in the whole entire world, not just boys, girls, men, women, black people, or this kind of people, or rich people, or poor people. It's saying no, anybody can get it. So I think this was a very, very, very strong writing.
Well, thank you, Miss Corey. And I really took my time when I did it. Like, I didn't want to claim it at first. I was like, nah, I ain't gonna say nothing, but thank y'all. Look, I tried.
You did, and I see your improvement from when we started. You did a fantastic job.
I kind of figured that was Miss Tiffany.
Nah.
Yeah, she did. She did her thing on this one. For sure. All right, let's go. Y'all all did good. See, this is my standards. Do you have a claim? And that may sound real basic, but that's the type of teacher I am. We're going to start from the bottom and we're going to work our way up. So if you put a claim in your paper, you got the theoretical A, okay?
I looked at the rules and everything that you had told us yesterday, and I made sure with the hook and the claim, what you believe. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That you told us, and I took it in. You know, the 3 reasons why.
Yeah.
And
I see that.
the evidence, you know what I'm saying? But I was trying to I didn't really want to put the doctors and the scientists on it because I didn't have enough evidence. But I just put it in there anyway just to see.
No, it's still good. It's really good. So you did have the evidence. You just didn't know where to organize it.
Right.
This is the evidence right here. Washing our hands and practicing social distance. All you had to do was move that part up, right? So you had the evidence. You just didn't know how to organize it, which is okay because that's like a harder skill to do, to organize. I still get points off right now, and I've been, like I told you, I was an English major, so I done wrote hundreds of papers, but I still get points off for organization because when you're thinking, your thoughts just coming out, but you don't look like, oh, wait, this sentence should have been right here, this sentence should have been down here, because you're thinking about it, so you're just writing it as you're thinking about it. So that's something, that's like a harder skill, so don't even worry about that.
Okay. All right.
My God. Y'all got any other tips, advice, comments, compliments? All right.
Nope, but just say good job.
Huh?
Just wanted to say good job.
Mm-hmm. All right. So, number 2. Yes, I agree with this quarantine of people. Because if you're not sick, you don't want to catch the virus. But if you are sick, you can't get no one else sick. But if you stay inside of your home, you will have a good chance of not getting sick and not getting other people sick. I think that was good. Straight to the point, straight up. So, what do y'all think about the claim, the so what, the explain the thoughts, the clear side, to stay on topic? Then I'll give my feedback last. I'm gonna give y'all a.
I know the person tried to do that, and it does explain basically what it is, but I think he's missing some. They're missing something out of it that I can't figure out what it is.
Okay, so let's see if we can figure it out as a class. What y'all think?
Well, it looked like they got they so what already.
And what would you say the so what is?
I would say so what, because if you're not sick, you don't want to catch the virus.
Exactly. That is definitely the so what. And then he got another one back to back.
Right.
But if you are sick, you can't get no one else sick.
Right.
Right? So, what else?
It just gets straight to the topics. It's straightforward.
So the claim needs to be more explicit. So it needs to be more straightforward, right? So anytime you get, and this is universal, which means this is for any writing for a journal, any writing for an actual test or whatever, you always want to use part of the question as your claim, right? So if it say, well, does social distancing work? You need to put that same exact line into your argument. Yes, social distancing does work. No, social distancing does not work, right? So even though they say, yes, I agree with this quarantine of people, that is social distancing, but that's not how the prompt was worded. So that's what it can make it seem like, oh, wait, are they staying on topic, right? So anytime you provide it with a prompt, you need to use that same wording that's in there, right? But I still know what they meant, so whatever. But that's just a tip, right? And then, I mean, it's clear what side they on, so what is good, and then like saying with the other one, explaining the thought, right? it was parts where they could have went a little deeper, right? Anytime you feel like you can go a little deeper, just go ahead and do it. Because it says, but if you are sick, you can't get no one else sick, right? So, and then but if you stay inside of your home, you will have a good chance of not getting sick and not getting other people sick. So you can go deeper to that. You can say, because if you outside, you got so much contact with their germs, and you bringing those same germs back to your home, right? So that little sentence could have made this way stronger because it ties up everything you said to prove why social distancing will work. Do y'all get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I understand what you're saying.
Y'all got any questions, comments, anything to add? What?
I'll take responsibility for my work.
Good. I appreciate y'all doing that because there's nothing wrong with that, okay? There's nothing wrong with that because ain't nobody gonna laugh, ain't nobody gonna say nothing, ain't nobody gonna do nothing because this is our space to learn. So if you feel like, I even admitted it, and I have a whole bachelor's degree, so if I can say that writing is hard and I mess up on writing, nobody in this chat can act like they just a writing wizard because they not including me. I'm definitely not. So this is the space to learn and to be vulnerable and to just try. And if y'all trying, good job. So thank you for that. I appreciate that, Dwayne.
So when you're saying from the beginning, saying yes, I agree with the quarantine of people, I have to add basically the claim what the paragraph was saying, correct?
So what I mean is, let me go back 1 second. Right. So, oh wait. What the fuck? Hey. All right. So you see why I said this part, the question, is social distancing enough to slow the spread of COVID-19? This part needs to be explicitly in your claim, right? So instead of saying, yes, I agree with the quarantining of people, it would have been stronger if you would have said, yes, social distancing is enough to slow the spread of COVID-19, right? Whatever they're asking you, it needs to be explicitly that same exact wording into your claim.
Okay, I get it. So it'll be saying, yes, social distance enough to slow the spread of COVID-19.
Yep.
Okay.
Instead of the quarantine, even though the quarantine is social distancing, but that's how you beef up those points, right, on that writing test by using the same thing that they use.
Okay, I understand now.
Good. Miss Don, what you doing over there? Because you show quiet.
I'm sleeping.
Girl, babe, I'll be sleeping. Alright, come on, number 3. Alright. Oh, hold on, let me fix it. No, y'all can see. Alright. Yes. I truly believe social distancing will help during the coronavirus pandemic. It will, and it should stop the rapid speed of the germs, especially by people to people. I feel as though the only way this germ is being passed so rapidly is due to lack of distancing and not staying in the house as we are told so. If we all follow the rules, stay clean, sanitize, and germ-free, all of this will be over. It will also help the first responders like doctors, etc., who come up with a plan to attack it and also work with the people who are affected or even have severe symptoms. So yes, social distancing plays a big role in this phase we are currently witnessing. If you can stay in the house, please do so as long as possible, just so we can get the help we need to save our precious lives. Continue to be aware, keep faith, and stay inside to practice social distancing as much as possible.
Can I say that's my paper?
Girl, bye. No, it ain't. I'm not gonna play with you. What y'all think? The claim is so what? They explain thoughts, clear sides, stay on topic. What y'all think?
They did everything. I think they did a great job. So that's my paper.
What you say, Dwayne?
I was saying they did the claim, they did the so what, they explained explained their thoughts and criticized, and they stayed on topic, basically, until they went by where the doctors and everything came in. That kind of threw it off a little bit.
Well, I think they stayed on topic, but then they also said, well, we should do this like the doctors and scientists tell us to do. Or even the mayor told us all to stay in. I mean, we should follow their rules. This way this virus can be dealt with.
And also they said, so yes, social distancing plays a big role in the phase we are currently witnessing. So that's also saying, basically the so what and so why. You know what I'm saying? And then they explained their thoughts too also right there. So that was good.
All right. Anything else before I comment?
I think they got straight.
That's my paper.
Okay. So as y'all said, this is definitely a really good paper, but it's little parts that could have been explained a little farther. So when the part where it says it will and should stop the rapid spread of germs, especially by people to people. So that part could have been explained a little better. You could say, for example, when people going outside, they touching things and other people are touching things, right? And when it says, and we're not staying in the house as we are told to do so, you could just mention who told us to do that, right? So the trick is when you going in your paper and you can ask yourself, well, who said that? Or who you talking about? Or why is that? That's when you know you need to poke them little holes and add the little stuff in there. But overall, this is a very, very, very strong paper. And the part that y'all talking about at the bottom, so yes, social distancing plays a big role in this phase we are currently witnessing. That is to wrap up exactly what she just said. That little piece is almost like the conclusion statement, right? To say, I said all this and I'm telling you for sure, right? It's no mistaking what side I'm on. And then the end part is just a little extra advice, right? And it's the so what is so clear, right? Just so we can get the help we need to save our precious lives. Right? So all of this is really good. And then also the part where it says it will also help the first responders like doctors, etc., to come up with a plan to attack it and also work with people who are affected and have severe symptoms. Good, right? So it's saying we can help. It's going to help the doctors. It's going to help the people who are affected and have severe symptoms, right? So not only is it going to help slow the spread, it's going to help do all of this other stuff, too. So, that was a really good paper.
Thank you. I try hard.
I know. I knew you was going to do good. Great job. Y'all all did good. I'm proud of all y'all because it's clear that everybody trying. And that's all I could ever ask for as a teacher. So, great job. All right. So, grammar review. I'm starting looking at the time. We doing good with time. All right. So, nouns. Okay, so let me go back. As I just told y'all, we starting hopefully tomorrow sentence fragments and complete sentences. Now, in order to know if something is a complete sentence, it needs to have two things. Does anybody know what those two things are?
I know it's the subject.
Good job. And there's one more thing.
And the point?
Nope, the point is the subject. So it needs to have a subject and a verb.
Okay.
Yep. So it needs to have a person or a thing or something, and it needs to have something being done. Right? So I was going to start with that today, but I'm like, hold on. What if they don't know what the verbs and the nouns and all of that stuff are? So how can I just jump right into that? So, for the newer people, y'all probably don't know this, but I start at ground zero, like really under the ground, because it's almost like, how can I expect y'all to know something if I didn't teach it to y'all, right? If I didn't teach y'all something, I gotta see what was all on my bad. If I didn't teach y'all something, it's unfair for me to just say, oh, well, they supposed to know that. So I'm gonna start with everything, okay? So is the slides back up here?
I'm sorry, what was that again, Miss Corey?
Is the slides back up? Are the slides up?
What slide?
You just see grammar review, that's it. Okay, that goes.
Yeah, that's the slide. Okay. Yeah, that's how I'm making sure it was up. All right, so that's it. I just want to tell y'all what we were doing and why. Okay, so let's move on. So we're gonna start with the three things: nouns, adjectives, and verbs. Okay, this is the part where you can try to write. So it's most important that you just write the definition. This part right here. All of the examples and the example sentences, you don't need to write those right now, but if you want to write them, please write them. Just go on Google Classroom and review the PowerPoint and write them down like that, because I don't want you to try to rush and write and you're not really listening to what I'm saying. Okay, because you can always go back and fill in the blank to write the sentences and the examples and stuff. But the most important thing for me is for you to get this definition right here. All right, so nouns. So a noun is simply a person, a place, or a thing, right? A person, a place, or a house is a noun, and this cup is a noun that I'm drinking my coffee out of, right? So, and it's also chair, elephant, pencil, eye, turkey, ice cream, man, best friend. All of these things are nouns, okay? And then a few sentences. So the chair is green. Chair is the noun. The turkey is ready. Turkey is the noun, right? And the elephant is big. So all of those things, all of these words in my sentences are all things, right? So has a person, place, or thing. These are all things. Does this make sense? What's up?
Miss Corey, wouldn't it be fair to say that everything that you're talking about in this sentence is a noun?
Everything that I'm explaining what you mean.
Okay, let's say for instance, I'm saying the sky is red. Ain't the sky a noun?
Yes.
So it's basically, it's like everything that you're talking about. Let's say that you say I just cooked breakfast. Breakfast is a noun, because that's what you're talking about.
What you're talking about, yeah. So the noun is gonna go with what we're talking about, the subject. The subject is almost always a noun. The subject is almost always a noun, right? Anything you're talking about in a sentence, the subject is gonna be a noun. But I'm careful with my words, because I told y'all, with grammar, it's always exceptions to the rules. Which means I'm never gonna say something is always like this or always like that, because it changes. English is so complicated and it always changes. So I'll say almost always. So almost always the subject of a sentence is a noun. So thank you for that point, Ms. Dawn, right? And that's very true. Do y'all got any questions on here before we move on?
No, ma'am.
All right. So adjectives, right? This is what they had a little hard time with last or second session, but we're gonna be good this time. So an adjective, this is the word, this is the sentence you write down the definition. An adjective describes a noun. Okay? The adjective describes the noun. So my sentence, Lisa is a busy mom. So Lisa is the noun, or you can say mom is the noun. Either one. Mom is the noun, but what type of mom is she? A busy mom, right? Same thing. That is a smelly garbage. Garbage is the noun. So what type of garbage it is? Is it a smelly garbage? Okay? So the adjectives are always the things that give you the description, how something looks, smell, feels, whatever, right? It is a cozy couch. It is a soft cover. It is an ugly shirt, right? It's a shiny penny. It's a red apple, a thirsty camel, a quiet church, a sleepy dragon, an old man, right? Adjectives are always going to describe the noun, okay? But note, the adjective does not have to always be the word right in front of the noun. So it's always not going to be like a red apple, shiny penny, a fun park, right? It's not always going to be like that. So don't trick yourself to say, oh, well, the adjective is always the word that's right in front of the noun. Because if I say something like, well, the boy in my class is very tall, the adjective is all the way at the end, and the noun is all the way at the beginning, right?
Okay, Ms. Corey, I didn't understand that even the last session. I didn't get that. I don't understand that.
What don't you understand?
Okay, you said an adjective. It describes a noun. So if an adjective describes a noun, why is the adjective after the noun?
I mean, I don't got the answer to that question. I ain't gonna give you a BS answer. I don't know. That's just how it's written. Yeah, I mean, you want to be honest, you want to be lie and to make up an answer because I don't know. But that's just what it is.
Okay.
This is what I want you to do. If you see a word that describes something, how it looks, feels, tastes, whatever, that is always the adjective. The mood, the look, the feel, the taste, all of that are all adjectives. And size too, right? So a little sandwich or something. I'm always thinking about food, but you know what I mean. Okay, so another note. There's usually, right? I'm right here. There's usually an a or the in front of the adjective, right? But that's not always it. Okay? So, how it says a busy mom, a smelly garbage, a red apple, a shiny penny, a fun park, a quiet library. Usually the a is right in front, a or an is right in front of the adjective, so that can be used as a little hint, right? If you like, I don't know what the adjective is. See, if it's a word that's coming right after an a or an or the, that describes how something looks, feels, tastes, or the size. Does that make sense?
Excuse me, Miss Corey. I am recording a session and there's a lot of background noise and it's making it hard to hear you. Is it possible we can get everybody to mute the mic?
Yeah, Miss Dawn got to mute her mic.
Okay, Miss Corey, you said that the adjective comes after a or the. So wouldn't that make a or the a noun?
Nope.
Why not?
I mean, it's that because it's one of those conjugate or preposition. It's one of those things that we gonna get to a and the, but it will not make it a noun. Okay? It just don't. And that's not me being dismissive. It's just me just telling you the rules of grammar because it is cut and dry, but it is also loose and it can change. So it's just kind of a weird thing, which is why I told y'all everybody wants grammar until we get it, right? So some of those things you can't It just is what it is, right? So, for example, my examples at the bottom, right? So, A, cold pop, right? So A, cold pop, or the pretty sweater, right? So my A is right before my adjective, which is cold. And my the is right before my adjective, which is pretty, right? Do y'all get that before I move on? Any other questions?
Nope. I see what you mean.
All right. This is going to be important. I know this is like real basic, and maybe some people know this already. But in all fairness, I got to teach it to y'all if I'm expecting y'all to know it. Okay? So, lastly, verbs, which is a very important part of the sentence, right? So I said the sentence, a complete sentence has to have a subject and a verb, right? This is the verb part. The subject part was the noun. So a verb shows an action or describe what the noun is doing, right? The verb shows an action. So this is y'all definition for the people who write stuff down. A verb shows an action or describes what the noun is doing. I have so many right here, right? Walk, hang, stand, pull, throw, sleep, hold, jump, push, sit, swim, paint, climb. All of these things are verbs because they are all doing something. It's all an action. To throw something is an action. To sleep is even an action, right? To think of something is an action. So my sentences are, I need to wash my clothes, right? Wash is that action. The dog barked all night. Bark is that action because what's the noun doing? What's the dog doing? The dog is barking. Okay? The boy ran to school. The boy is the noun. And what did the boy do? The boy ran. So that's the verb, right? So this is the very important part at the bottom. Please, 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 please know that this part, the words like is, can, be, are, was, even am, those are all verbs. Even though you can't see what's being done or what's happening, it is a verb, okay? So is. So if I say Corey is hungry. Dang, I am hungry though. So Corey is hungry. Is the verb, right? We are here. Are is the verb, right? Even though you can't see what's being done or you can't see it doing anything, those are all verbs. Does that make sense? Yes, no, maybe so?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Any other questions? Because that's it. I don't want to rush past my little review. So if y'all got questions, then better speak up. Okay, guess not.
So you said the verb is basically is, can, be, are, and was, right?
Yeah, yep. So, I mean, along with the more obvious things, right, like push, jump, breathe, sleep, all of that, you clearly see that those are doing something. But it's little hidden verbs like this, where you can't really see what's being done, but you just want to know that that's a verb as well.
So basically everything that's underlying, like wash, bark, ran, are the verbs. Okay.
Yep. All good questions. Any other questions?
Miss Tracy, Miss Corey, how is a verb? You can't see that. That's not action.
Yeah, so that's one of those things I just said. Even though you can't see it, it just is. It is a verb, right? It is.
Okay, if you say so.
Oh yeah, I'm telling you. Go ahead.
Now, when you cook you something to eat, could you send me over some?
Bye, Miss Dunn.
I love you, Miss Corey.
All right, we're going to do sentence practice. Everybody needs to do a sentence, okay? So in each one, I just want you to tell me the noun, the adjective, and the verb. That's it. And this is the last thing, and we're moving on to our read of passage. We're doing good on time. But that doesn't mean if we need more time, we can't spend more time, because I can come back at 1, for sure.
Okay, is this homework or do you want
Nah, we got to do this one next. We're going to do it now. You don't got to write nothing down. Since you're talking, you can do the first one. So, Miss Dunn, you got number 1. So, what's the noun, adjective, or verb? And hint, everything does not have to have an adjective. Every sentence will not have an adjective.
But you just told me what the adjective, verb, or noun.
Right, and I just told you that every sentence don't have an adjective, girl. Come on.
Okay, Miss Corey is very hard on me.
Girl, would you stop playing?
Okay. The sky is blue. I don't know.
What are you reading, girl? You don't see these sentences up here? You're supposed to read
No.
It says,
No.
why you...
Where?
The sentence...
I'm not. Huh? Oh, okay, I see it. Okay, it says his suit matched his tie. What?
You can't see number 1?
Oh yeah, today we submitted our first journal. What?
Okay, so what is the noun, the adjective, and the verb?
Okay, the noun is journal.
Yes.
And submitted is the verb.
Great job. What's the adjective?
Oh, jeez. We? Is we the adjective? No. Okay, our is the adjective.
Nope.
Okay, I give up.
Yes, that is the adjective, because if the journal is the noun, first is the adjective, right? Because I can say what type of journal? Our first journal, right? So if it said we submitted the COVID-19 journal, that would still be the adjective too, because it's telling you what type it was. Okay?
Okay.
Good job. Number 2, who's gonna do number 2?
I'll try to take number 2. Oh, go ahead, Kendra. I'm sorry.
Somebody go.
Children keep me busy.
Okay, what's the noun, adjective, verb?
Is the verb? The noun is children.
Yep.
Okay, and busy. I don't know how to do the orders. I just know how.
It's okay. We can work it out.
Okay,
Children
children
is
is
the
the
noun.
noun.
Children is the noun, right?
Busy is something.
It is something.
Is it the adjective?
Yes, it is, right? Because if you are busy, that's the adjective, right? That's the state you in, busy.
And keep
Is the what?
verb.
Good job.
Oh, okay. I screenshotted it so I couldn't look back.
That's okay. So number 3, who want to do number 3? This how y'all getting y'all points.
I'll get number 3.
Okay.
His suit matched his tie. I want to say suit is the noun.
Yep.
The verb is tie.
Nope. So, it would be if we saying like tying something. Yeah, that would be the verb. But in this case, it's not. It's a noun because we're talking about the thing. Like a tie is a thing, a piece of clothing.
Okay, so that would be suit and tie would be the noun.
Yep.
Match, would that be the verb?
Yeah, good job. So this one doesn't have adjectives. So great job, right? Suit and tie is the noun and matched is the verb. Who want to go next, number 4?
I'll try to go. I told my son that the oven was hot. Sun is the verb. The verb.
Nope.
What is it?
I don't know.
Wait a minute. That's what I'm like, Kendra, the verb and the noun and the.
I'll give you a refresher. The verb is the doing. The noun is the person, place, or thing.
Noun.
And then the adjective is the description.
Okay. So the adjective. Okay, sun is the noun. Oven is hot is the adjective. I want to say
yes.
And
what's the verb? What's happening? What's the action?
The verb is the oven. Oven is the verb. Okay.
Nope. Oven is a thing, right?
Okay, thing. I'm getting confused. Okay.
It's okay. You're doing good.
Okay. Oh, was.
Yeah, but I don't want that verb. It's another verb. It's a better one.
Okay. Verb is, what is the verb?
The action. The action. Doing.
Okay. It's hot.
Told.
Yeah, why you tell her to answer?
Okay.
I thought I was on mute.
Okay.
So told is the verb, right? Because that's what's the action. That's what's being done. I told my son, right? So that's the doing. That's the action. So good job. Number 5.
The food was fresh. Food is the noun.
Yep.
Was is the adjective.
Nope. The adjective
It's the verb.
description. Yeah, was is the verb.
And then fresh is the adjective.
Yep, because fresh is describing the noun, right? Fresh is describing that food.
Okay.
6.
So, Miss Corey, what was the verb for number 5?
Was.
Was the verb?
Was, yes.
Okay.
Number 6.
Okay, somebody put the phone on mute. Miss Don, that's you again. I'll go ahead, Steve.
Hair was the noun. Was the verb. Long and shiny are the adjective.
Great job. Yep. Number 7.
Okay, I didn't hear him on that number 6 because he got TV on in the background.
Okay. Number 6, hair is the noun. Was is the verb. Long and shiny are the adjectives. Because the long
Okay, can I do number 7?
Sure. Number 7.
Okay. He took out the garbage. Okay, garbage is the noun.
Yep.
I mean, garbage is the verb.
Girl, no, garbage is the noun. You can't do, how you do garbage? Show me.
I don't want to. Oh, took is the verb.
Yes. Good job.
And, there's no adjective.
No, it's not.
Oh, okay. I'm good.
No adjective, right? So I said he took out the smelly garbage. That would be the adjective smelly, right?
Okay, so a lot of sentences, they don't have an adjective.
Yes, for sure. Adjectives are used in like descriptive writing. You see a lot of adjectives in stories and books, especially little kid books, right? You see a whole adjectives. Because adjectives are not really needed unless you're trying to identify something, right? So if I got 2 cups on the table and one is red and one is blue and I want the blue cup, that's when you will say like, oh, give me the blue cup. But if it's only one cup on the table, you're going to just say, give me the cup, right? You're not going to say, hey, give me that white cup on the table. No. If there's only one cup on the table, you'll just say cup. So adjectives are not always needed. Okay. 8.
I hope I do well on my test. I want to say I hope would be the adjective or the verb.
So hope is the verb, right? Hope is because that's something you're doing doing that. Even though you can't see it, you're hoping something will happen. That's action behind that, right?
Yeah.
All right, good. What else?
Test would be the noun.
Yep.
And the adjective would be do well.
Yes, good job. Well is the adjective. Great job. All right, I think we're good. Any questions? Okay. So, what's y'all ratings? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So 5 is yep, easy. Don't need to ever see this again. 4, 3, 2, 1. How y'all feeling?
I give it. I'd give it a number 4.
Okay, good.
I give it a 4 too.
Okay, I like that. Hey, good. All right.
Miss Corey, could you give me some more practice on the adjectives?
Yes, I sure can. I got you.
Thank you.
Welcome. Just remind me if I don't submit it today. All right.
I like some more of that too, if you can too.
So the adjectives are all of it. So how about this? If y'all want some more like tutoring, come back at 1 and I'll go over more sentences for noun, adjectives, and verbs. But if you want independent to practice by yourself, you just tell me what you want. So I know Miss Don wants adjectives, so I upload stuff on adjectives. So if you feel like, no, I don't need to come back for a tutoring session, I just want more work, just tell me which subject you need, and then I upload it to Google Classroom.
Okay, I was thinking about all of it.
Okay, that's cool. I sure will.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what I want. Like a worksheet for each one, like the noun, verb, and adjective. Like a worksheet for each one, so I can just get it down pat.
All right, I'm gonna give y'all like 100 questions. I'm just playing. You like, I ain't asked for all that. No, okay. I got y'all though. I'm gonna upload something, noun, adjective, and verbs. Got you. And then you just do what you feel like doing, what you feel like you need help with, because it's not something I'm grading or giving points for. It's just extra practice for you. Okay. All right. So reading. Now this is where ish gets real. All right. So let me pull up my scanner.
Miss Corey, what screen are we on now?
I'm pulling it up. Hold on.
Oh, because I was going by the one you posted on Google Classroom.
What screen? I ain't post no screen on Google Classroom.
The PowerPoint.
Oh. Yeah, no. So I'm gonna post. I'm gonna do the screen share with the with the passage, just like we was doing for the social studies.
Okay.
I'm putting it up now. All right. So as always, I'm gonna zoom it up. So let's go real quick. English is always great. I like English because I'm lying. English is not great. I'm being biased. English is kind of hard actually, but we're gonna figure it out because if you did well at social studies, you got a little upper hand for the English part. So as always, read the questions first, and then we're going to read the passage, and we're going to see if we can come up with some answers, okay? So, number 7 says, how does the general tone of the passage support the author's claim, right? So now we're looking for 2 things in here. We're looking for the tone of the passage, and we're looking for the claim, right? So what is the tone? What do they mean by that? What are they asking you?
The feelings and or the way they're speaking.
Yep.
The expression.
Yep. So the feelings, the mood, the expression, how does this person feel, right? So the author's claim, what's the claim? Oh, we just went over that. It's the same exact thing. Is what they stand. Yep, the main topic, what they arguing about, right? So they saying, how does the author feel about that? And you know that by looking at the passage. Are they excited? Are they mad? Are they sad? Are they hopeful? You want to think about all of those adjectives, right? If you're thinking about the tone, you're thinking about the adjectives. How do they feel? All right. Number 8. Which detail would most likely make readers fearful of buying foreign goods? Okay. So what's the keywords in that?
Detail.
Nope. So remember, the keywords are gonna be the ones that'll probably be right in the text verbatim.
Most likely.
Nope.
Fearful.
Nope.
Foreign goods.
Yep. Right? So foreign goods is gonna be something that it probably explicitly say something about foreign goods in the text. So if you see something that say foreign goods, ding ding ding, you probably got your answer, okay? Number 9. Hold on. Let me zoom it out a little bit. Okay. The author uses an inaccurate either or situation by suggesting that if readers do not buy American products, then. So that question's a little wordy, right? What y'all think about that question? Do y'all understand it? Y'all want me to break it down? How y'all feel?
Yeah, if you can break it down a little bit, because I want to say I understand it, but I don't.
Okay, good. Thank you for your honesty. I appreciate that. So it's saying in the passage, somewhere the author is going to give you a situation. It's going to give you a scenario, a hypothetical scenario, right? And it's saying they're gonna tell you, well, if you don't buy American products, then they're gonna give you some kind of situation that may not be true, like a hypothetical thing, and they want you to identify the situation that they're talking about. But we don't know that situation yet because we ain't read yet.
Okay.
So it's important to read the questions first because it's gonna make so much sense when you start reading because you got some kind of context. You're not going in it just blind. So, yeah. Number 10, it says, which sentence from the passage appeals to readers' fears about the U.S. position of leadership among developed countries? So now this is asking you to identify a specific sentence. Okay? So which sentence from the passage appeals to readers' fears about the U.S. position of leadership among developed countries? All right.
Okay.
So we ready. All right. We can do paragraph by paragraph. Y'all can keep reading till y'all tired. One person can read the whole. No, I don't want one person to read the whole thing.
I'll take paragraph 1.
Go ahead.
By Americans might sound like nothing more than a slogan advanced by American manufacturers to sell products made in the USA, but the truth is that there are many reasons to consider buying American-made clothing, American-made toys, and other U.S. manufacturing goods. Foreign labor standards allow unsafe workers conditions in many countries. When you buy American, you can support not only American manufacturers but also American workers, safe working conditions, and child labor laws.
Okay, great job. So we're gonna move on to the next reader, but before I want us to think about what did we just read, right? I always remember we are thinking about what did we read before we go too far. So what is that about?
Buying American goods is, buying American products is a good idea.
Yep. Simple as that. All right. Who next?
I read. Jobs shipped abroad almost never return. When you buy goods made in the USA, you help keep the American economy growing. U.S. manufacturing processes are much cleaner for the environment than many other countries. Many brands sold here are produced in countries using dangerous, heavily polluting processes. When you purchase American-made products, you know that you're helping to keep the world a little cleaner for your children. The growing lack of USA ability to manufacture many products is strategically unsound. When you seek out American-made goods, you foster American independence.
Okay, good. I think that's another good stopping point. What did we just read there?
Basically giving you the facts when you buying American goods and how it's helping the economy and the children of USA.
Right? So it's saying when you do it, you making America this great, nice place, right? Because if you buying this, you only buying American, so it keep America strong, right? It doesn't give all the wealth and all that other stuff to other countries.
And
good.
they're also saying that it's a safe way. Like, well,
go ahead.
It's safe. The way we process and manufacture things, we are like one of the places that's a little clean.
Yeah, right. So it's saying, look at when you see your stuff other places, they got kids working in factories, they got nasty working conditions. We don't have all that stuff, so that's why you should buy from us and not from nobody else.
Exactly.
Good job. Take it away.
I'll finish.
I forgot where she stopped at.
Go ahead, Kendra. You can just finish. We on foreign product safety.
Yeah, foreign product safety standards are low. For example, poisonous levels of lead are in tens of millions of toys shipped to the USA. When you buy toys and other goods made in the USA, you can be confident that American consumer protection laws and safety standards are in place to protect your family. As the U.S. manufacturing ability fades, future generations of U.S. citizens will be unable to find relevant jobs. Buy American and help keep your friends and neighbors and even yourself earning a living wage.
All right. Good. Right? I feel like this was a clean reading. So, we got 4 questions. We're going to always do our process of elimination. So, number 7, how does the general tone of the passage support the author's claim? So, tell me which ones we should eliminate.
I think we can eliminate number D.
Right, we definitely know that's not true because it say the product is unimportant. No, they trying to say that it's extremely important.
C.
Yeah, exactly, right? So we're between A and B. What's the best answer?
B.
Everybody agree? What y'all think?
Wow, that's a good one.
I can't see it because it takes the picture off once Kendra comes on.
Just click it, right? Can't you just click me and then it'll be back up there?
I would think eliminate A and keep B. I think B would be the answer.
All right, so B is certainly the answer. Good job with that. Okay, I did that. Woo. So, which detail will most likely make readers fearful of buying foreign goods? Why would they be scared of buying foreign goods? Tell me what we could eliminate.
A.
C.
D. What was that?
C.
Nope. They definitely said that. Why would we eliminate that? Say poisonous levels of lead are in tens of millions of tourists shipped in the United States. They said that verbatim.
I say eliminate A.
Well, A is true too. But it's saying what is most likely? What's the scariest thing? So, right, okay, A is not the scariest, okay. So what B, U.S. manufacturing processes are much cleaner for the environment than any other countries.
I'll eliminate D.
Yeah, you can eliminate D. And B too, right? Think about B. It says are much cleaner for the environment. Did they talk about the environment?
No.
So we between what? B and
A and C.
I mean A and C.
I say C, D is the answer.
What y'all think?
Yeah, I say C.
I say y'all right. Good job. All right. The author uses an inaccurate either-or situation by suggesting that if readers do not buy American products, then what will happen if they don't buy it? What can we eliminate?
Eliminate A. Eliminate D. And
No, not D. Remember they said that. Remember at the end, that's how they ended it, right? But D, they said, buy America and help keep your friends and neighbors and even yourself earning a living wage. So they definitely said that.
A.
So what can we eliminate?
Eliminate D.
B, yep. Because that's not really inaccurate. They didn't give it either or. They literally telling you that it's a lot of stuff that's in these toys. So that's not inaccurate because they said that.
No. Oh my God.
So we got two answer choices. So what with A? What's that on mute? What's that? Okay. So what y'all think about A?
No.
Did they talk anything about technology?
No. Well, yeah, talking about technology, but it doesn't say about them falling behind.
Right.
Look, I had it up and I was able to see the board.
Miss Donna,
I ain't doing nothing.
girl, put your phone on mute.
Yes, ma'am.
Alright, so it's not A. Okay, so we between D and C. So let's look at C. Conditions will never improve for foreign workers.
No, it's not saying that, but it's basically saying true because the passage is saying that we telling people to buy American products.
Exactly, right? So, but what is, it says, an inaccurate either-or situation by suggesting that if readers do not buy American products, then, so what's the best answers? C or D?
Oh, we still got D?
Yep, C or D.
D?
D.
Yes, D is the answer, okay? So, because that last sentence gave it away, right? Where it says, as the U.S. manufacturing ability fades, future generations of U.S. citizens will be unable to find relevant jobs. Buy American and help keep your friends and neighbors and even yourself earning a living wage, right? So they ended by saying, hey, okay, y'all want to play and buy this stuff from foreign countries, then y'all gonna all be broke. You, your neighbors, and yourself.
Exactly.
So it's either buy in the U.S. or be broke. So that's that either or situation. Number 10. Which sentence from the passage appeals to the reader's fears about the U.S. position of leadership among developed countries? Okay, so it says appeal to the leader's fears. What is that? Do you think that is helping the fear, like helping increase the fears, or helping to decrease the fears? What do you think this question is asking?
Increase.
Yes, increase the fears, right? Not alleviate or decrease the fears. It's saying what's gonna make the fears worse. Okay, so let's look at what can we eliminate. This is the last one too. We did a good job. We got through everything.
I think we can eliminate A.
Okay. What else?
C.
The growing lack of American ability to manufacture products is strategically unsound. What is that even saying?
Yeah.
Oh, you said that's what you're asking me, huh?
Yeah, basically.
So, it's saying America cannot produce products. So, it says the growing lack of American ability to manufacture products is strategically unsound. So, that part was in the thing. Okay, so let's go up.
Right.
Yep. So the growing lack of USA ability to manufacture products is strategically unsound. When you seek out American-made goods, you foster American independence. Okay. So what would make them be scared to buy something from another country, basically? So we're going over that. So, buy American to help keep your friends and neighbors and even yourself earning a living wage. The growing lack of American ability to manufacture products is strategically unsound. Or B, many brands sold here are produced in countries using dangerous, heavily polluting processes. So, which one can we eliminate?
Well, I'm thinking D is going to be the answer, so I say A, B, and C.
Okay, so
Yeah, I think it's D.
okay, so it is C, and I guess because the question, I think we misinterpreted the question.
Yeah.
Because it's saying the leadership, right? So if we are scared that the leadership will fall or if the leadership can't compete, it will be C, right? Because if we unable to keep up with foreign countries, that means our leadership is gonna go down. Because now we not one of the top players. Now they're gonna be going to other places to get their products, and then our leadership gonna continue to decline because nobody is coming here to shop, right? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you're saying C is the answer?
Yeah, C is the answer, right? Because it's saying appeals to the leadership, to the reader's fear about the U.S. position of leadership, right? So if it's saying what would make somebody scared, like, oh my